Medusa,
18.
LMNO,
Alright, I have an 18.
Octopus, Ogre,
18.
or
Yeah.
here we go.
Yep.
Perception plus 3, so Hooters has a 20 total. I think I have. What's mine? Uh, Mine would be perception plus 4, so I think I got like a 15. Hooters got a 20 though.
Okay.
Not that.
So with the 20, you Hooters perceives footsteps from here going right out of the area, and you do see wet footprints that are very quickly drying up as you see it heading just straight.
If you think about it, Travis,
Yeah.
because we're in an ice tunnel, technically wouldn't the footprints freeze in place with the water? Footprints, like, you'd leave a visible, like, layer of what frozen footprint there.
After about 20 minutes, sure.
It's not
You said
we're,
they're
we're
drying
not
up
in
footprints.
we're not in nuclear frost, dude. It's just ice.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like when you get your shoe wet and then you walk for a bit. Like it doesn't. It's not as wet at the end of your journey as it was at the beginning. But you do see him take off in a straight line. Let me get a marker or something. So from here you see footsteps going off in a straight line this way. You're not entirely sure where they end, but you've determined the direction that he moved. And it appears he's going in a straight line up there. And as soon as he leaves the area of water, you hear like, wet shoe noises that quickly quiet. And then, for a brief moment, you actually don't see Wrath. You just kind of see a arcane something or other that appears to be a kind of a steel orb just kind of forming in midair, and you see like some strange kind of like stealth camouflage movement of some kind of arm around it, but seemingly still invisible. This guy is forming this orb that he is going to send speeding towards you, Gray.
Okay.
So he's still not visible, but as he's casting this, Hooters does kind of zero him down. He is right here.
Okay.
But like as he's casting the spell, he's still technically invisible, but the orb itself is not invisible. So that is going to be. Let me look up that spell.
There's a lot of different colors on the board today.
Yeah.
That's where the orb is being formed, right? The yellow.
Yep.
Alright, so Sarah takes the orb.
So it goes rocketing towards you, and okay, range spell attack.
Great. I would have rather done a saving throw.
Yeah. Guy's a pretty good wizard.
What do you roll?
Not great. What's your AC?
4?
Misses you by a country mile. You see a steel orb.
Say that I did a bullet time, like Neo, like swinging over.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a giant bullet, but because it's like kind of like chromatic, I guess you could say.
Bill.
Some kind of chromatic orb. Yeah, something like that. And you kind of dodge back, and this thing just barely grazes your nose, and then you see it hit the wall behind you and explode into. Yeah, you see a big burst of lightning as it hits the wall, because you can decide what kind of damage it does, but it missed, so that's a thing. And yeah, as soon as the orb like misses, he goes entirely invisible again, and you can't see him. Although, make a perception check.
I'll just have Hooters make a perception check to start with. What do we got there?
All right, 12 plus what?
3.
15. Okay. Um, you hear a step. You're not really sure where, um, what direction, and where he was headed, but you did hear movement after he cast that spell.
Okay, then I'm going to have Hooters fly out 60 feet. You know what? I'm going to use Jen for that one. Just
Because she's small.
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50,
Just
55,
give you a random gem in the corner so everybody
and
needs to be there to mark
60.
it.
Ah, good old Ranjan.
And let's see.
Also,
Dark vision.
This is being prepped for
Oh,
mine.
yeah, passive perception.
So you can see what I'm gonna do.
I guess I'm just gonna have him try to specifically like narrow down the field and do like another perception check, I guess.
Okay. Well, you already made the perception check for his movement, so you're kind of.
Oh, okay.
It would be
that
for
was a
the
reaction to for during Rap's turn. This one would be the owl's actual turn.
Oh. Go ahead and make it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't find out anything new.
Okay. Then I don't really have any area effect stuff. You know what? I am going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 35. And I am going to, with Hooters basically flapping in the air, I am going to toss my acid flask at the ground underneath him and try for splash damage.
Okay, that's about a. I'm thinking that's like a 3x3 square.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to. I think if you hit somebody or something, you get. The person next to you also gets the thing. Let me check real quick.
So acid flask. You're not. You didn't take a dip into artificer, did you?
No.
Okay, cool. Sorry, they just have a thing that they can do. This is just a flask of acid that you picked up.
Yeah, I'm checking my. Come on, pull up the damn
I
thing.
think that was a lot of fun just messing around with these markers.
They're fun. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with them. I just wish you could treat them like pieces, so you don't have to like undo the table protections every time you want to move them.
Oh no, that doesn't necessarily. That's not necessarily going to hit him. Well, let's see what this one does. Well, it's like an action curve. No, that's Alchemist Fire. No, that's not. It's not really gonna splash enough to, or at least I think you need a bigger one to count as a splash. Oh no, I know what it is. I'm thinking of an actual spell that involves acid. That also,
yeah, acid splash.
That can also splash. Yeah, I think acid splash can actually do acid damage.
Yeah, I'm looking at acid splash, and the only thing magical about acid splash is the fact that you're making a bubble of acid out of nothing. So I think the mechanics for how throwing a flask of acid works should be pretty similar to this. So I would let you throw a flask of. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't count on the splash damage really, so I'm just going to go through. I'm going to just use my turn to do True Strike, so that my next attack has advantage.
Okay. So True Strike is just you don't do anything in particular, or is it an actually attack?
Oh no. It's just like a buffer for my next attack, or a buffer for my next attack.
Okay.
Let me see what it says here. Cantrip, True Strike.
Well, didn't you say that you had an action readied?
Yeah, but he hasn't gone visible yet. So
You could make the attack while he was casting the. Seeing as you like right after that, I could you could make the attack. It's going to be at disadvantage because he's still not entirely visible, but you've got a kind of a point
okay, well,
that you can go
let's
for.
see what I would have gotten then. This is my plus 13 plus 7, 20.
20. Yes, that hits.
And do I get the second part of my Eldritch Blast since it has 2 attack rolls to it?
You would be. I probably not. I think you'd have enough time to get one in because he was only visible for like a second.
Oh, okay. So you're saying it's like half an action?
Yeah.
He was actually visible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just roll the. Oh, come on.
9. That's almost max damage. Yeah.
Okay.
9 plus what?
It was bouncing on 1. No, just 9.
Okay.
I don't have the thing. Okay. And,
Okay, and that means he needs to make
so
a
that was
concentration.
considered
He needs to make a concentration saving throw.
Okay. On it.
He bombs it. He bombs it. You hear a crack. You hear like a crackle of almost electricity as the invisibility that was previously protecting him comes undone, and you see a wet, pissed off, kind of alarmed-looking wizard sitting right here.
Now, that was the reaction to his, or rather, that was me taking my readied action from last turn. So do
Yep.
I get my attack now? Oh, okay. Then I guess one good Eldritch Blast deserves 2 more.
Go for it.
And these ones aren't going to be at disadvantage, so I'll just roll normal and see what I get. Oh, fuck you. What's
Yeah,
that?
3. That's not going to do
Is
it.
that a 1? Okay.
You get one more though,
I
right?
can't tell what I'm rolling, because it's
Yep.
showing,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
I
can't,
get,
we can't do it.
That one does do it. That one gets through.
okay. Now it's 9.
9 plus what? Just 9?
No, just 9. It's the Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Takes that as a bolt of. It's like green flame, right? Eldritch Blast?
I was imagining it more purpley.
Okay, purple flame hits him right in the chest and. Ugh. What's he gonna do? So that is Gray's turn, and Zach is at the top of the initiative again, and Zach I think is going to.
He hasn't wants to save the passive, so he's trying to charge and just doing whatever he can.
Yeah, I think he's
And
going
he still
to.
hasn't used his action surge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Double movement for his turn, burns an action surge to make 2 attacks. So this is going to be with the pike, because he's at 10 feet. This is a D10. Bring up that beautiful bean footage. I mean, character sheet. Plus 8. Pretty pumped. More pumped for the new episode of Game of Thrones coming out tomorrow. That's gonna hit. And let's try that second one. That one is not going to hit. So one of them does get through though. That is a D10 plus a number. Yeah, it's D10 plus 5. Yep. Huh?
This is the most intense and
Yep.
the most intense I've seen you so far in this one.
12.
Yeah. I don't even
Yep.
own a D10.